Hey gang, Glenn here, and I'm back with a mystery box. This one is Geek Fuel. We're going to do the Geek Fuel monthly mystery box for January. One of the things I like about Geek Fuel, and it's kind of the reason I always come back to it even if I take a little time off from it, is one of the last real mystery boxes. And when I say that, what I mean is that Geek Fuel doesn't even really have a theme. Even if you're talking about your other general boxes like Loot Crate or Nerd Block or any of the big boys, they all have themes, you know, every month. You kind of know the types of items you're going to get. Geek Fuel's pretty much the last bastion of, hey, we're going to pick the things that we think are cool, put them in the box, and not have them necessarily relate to each other. And it's the only one I subscribe to that does that anymore. So it's very rare, but it's something I like about Geek Fuel. It's why I keep coming back to it. So this is January's box. Again, no theme. So let's dive in and see what we've got. It's really heavy this month. All right, their lovely liner to begin with. All right, they put their book on top. And this one has Carrie Fisher, has Princess Leia on it. Very nice. And a little tribute to her on the back as well. So we'll look through the magazine in a little bit. But let's get into the stuff. I've got a little button. And this is also a Princess Leia button. That's very nice, like silhouette button there. Pretty classy, simple. All right, let's start with the shirt. T-shirt, it looks like they're doing a little bit, some multiple Star Wars stuff. This one is from Rogue One. Here's our buddy IQ-88 and kind of the outline of a X-Wing fighter there. This is one of those things that I was just talking about, how it doesn't need to be a licensed product for you to know what it's all about. So they get away from the licensing by just putting images that are obviously from Rogue One, and they can make a cool shirt out of it and keep the box price low because they don't have to worry about licensing. Now, I like that Geek Fuel does a mix of these two things. You know, some boxes they try to, you know, have everything custom made and not have to worry about licensing. Geek Fuel does a good job of mixing them up. So this is a non-licensed product, kind of, you know, the button would be too. It's not an official Star Wars thing, but it's still a cool looking shirt. I like it. All right, we've got a figure. This one is licensed. So we've got a Q-Fig. Haven't gotten a Q-Fig in quite a while. This is Harley Quinn, and it's got from Suicide Squad. And there's the back there. And Q-Figs, they do a great job, especially with DC figures. I've gotten the Batman one from a while ago and also a Ghostbusters one. This one looks pretty cool, so let's take her out. All right, there she is with her her signage. We're bad guys. It's what we do. And you know what? I don't really like the sign very much because if you take the sign off, it's just a cool little figure. So there she is. Get a look at her backside there. Very cool figure. I like the design. I like the concept. That's a very cool figure. You know, we get a lot of pops, but it's nice to have something a little bit different. This is like a little mini statue. So that'll look good next to the other ones. All right, very cool. All right, next we've got, looks like some sort of chest. If I can manage to get it open. It sure smells good. I think it might be soap. The smell is getting to my, oh, it's taped, that's why. All right. Have it your way, box. All right, Geek Fuel exclusive. Your tumultuous journey through the sacred realm can leave you disheveled and unkempt. On your quest to defeat the evil king, bring along your Geek Fuel exclusive Rupee soap to keep you fresh throughout your adventure. So it is soap. Wow, sure smells good. Don't think I've ever gotten soap in a box before, but if I'm going to, these are cool. They're little jewels of soap. Very cool. All right. All right, we've got a pin, looks like. We've gotten these before. This is another one of those things that they could kind of get around licensing by making it look very, very similar so you know exactly what it is. So here we've got from Epic Enamels. This is Robot of the Universe. He-Bot. So Geek Fuel's mascot is a robot. So this is a spin on that. This is obviously supposed to be He-Man. So you can kind of see the He-Man take on the Geek Fuel robot there. There we go. And notice on the bottom that Geek Fuel is supposed to look like the Mattel logo. So this is supposed to look like those old vintage figures. So again, you know, the Masters of the Universe logo. There's two versions of this. There's the regular He-Bot, and then there's Skelefuel, so Skeletor, which is a rare. That one's 500, and most people got this one, the one that I got. Again, pretty cool. Pins are a big thing nowadays. You know, the fact that they made their own pin, you know, kind of an unlicensed, almost a knockoff thing, allows them to be creative. And I do like the nods to the different logos and fonts and everything to the old school vintage stuff. So there you go. All right, one more thing. Geek Fuel is famous for putting in game codes, and that's no different this time. This one is for, I'm assuming it's a Steam game. Yep. Ninja Pizza Girl. Not something I've played, but you can look on the back there. Same kind of thing. They put a $10 value on it. I don't really value this at $10 because if I didn't get this box, I wouldn't know about this game, or I would look at this game. So, you know, if it were, you know, $10 towards, I don't know, Civilization 6, right? That would be a $10 value. This is listed as a $10 value because if you were to buy the game, it would be $10. But this probably wouldn't exist without the Geek Fuel anyway. So, could be a good game. I don't know. I really don't have time to bounce around to a bunch of Steam games, but I might check it out. But they always include this. I generally don't include it as a functional item. All right. And then we've got the spoiler card. They always focus on the shirt on one side and then all the other stuff. It looks like there was variants of the Q-Figs. You've got Arrow, the Flash, Harley, and Mr. Freeze down there. So let's see. Yeah, it could have been any of those four. I'm kind of glad I got Harley. Harley's one of my favorites, and I always try to get every figure I can from her. But the other ones are kind of cool too. I wouldn't have been disappointed with any of those others. Those figures, they're definitely cute, and they look pretty cool. And then spoilers for all and everything else. I like that they put their spoiler card on the bottom. This is one of the few boxes too that has a spoiler card and a book, which is interesting. So the book, we already saw the cover. Nice article on Carrie Fisher talking about DC and the year to come for them. Their best of 2016. A little ad for the game. And then, as usual, they put their ultimate gift guide in there. Geek gift guide. And pictures of different unboxers and such. Let's see, anybody I recognize this month? Nope, not really. But, oh yeah, there's our old buddy, the Border Geek on the top there of the Geek Fuel. Awesome. So, grats to Border Geek on that. And then the back, as we showed earlier. All in all, very nice box. I really like, I dig the figure. The soap is very unique. I love seeing stuff that's different, and Geek Fuel usually delivers with that. Pretty good shirt. I'm not a big fan of the pin, but I know a lot of people are digging the pins. these days. So this is a nice collectible, if nothing else. And then, you know, a little button, and then the, you know, not much to write home about getting a game code. But all in all, I dig the box. Very cool. This box is a $23.90. I mean, it's on the very reasonable side for a subscription box. And for me, I haven't looked up the values, but just with the Q-Fig and the cheese shirt and the soaps, I think that there's your value right there. So, you know, I'm always happy with Geek Fuel. I don't focus too much on the value because, again, they definitely put some unique items in there that I'm generally pretty happy with. So that's it. I'm giving this box an A- just because I don't really like the pin, and you know, I can always do without the game code. So A-, but other than that, I really dig this box a lot. If you would like to subscribe to Geek Fuel, definitely use the link down below. As I always say, hit me up on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and definitely throw me a like. And I'd love to hear your comment on what you think about this particular subscription box. I think Geek Fuel is worth it. They usually do a great job. Sometimes I'll take a break from them because I'm trying to focus on other boxes and mix it up a little bit, but I always end up coming back because they put out a great product. So that's it for me. We will see you on the flip side. Bye-bye.